Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, the Dragon Ball Legends Information Special Edition has just ended, and with it, we finally know all of the units we'll be getting for part 1 of the Dragon Ball Legends 7th anniversary. There's also a ton of stuff that they're giving us in terms of events, like some free stuff here and there, but for this video, since there's way too much information, we're just going to be focusing primarily on the units. That's it. So, with that being said, we have 4 new units we'll be getting for part 1 in terms of summonable units, and then we have a free-to-play unit and a Zenkai. So, the brand new units, of course, getting the 2 leaked units out of the way. We already know that we're getting a transforming Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta and a transforming Ultra Instinct Goku. Those were leaked days ago by the official Dragon Ball Legends Japanese Twitter account. But the 2 1% sparking units I'll be complementing those two are none other than a transforming Super Saiyan 2 Cabba, finally, and a tag Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla and Kale, finally. So I did record my reaction for those guys, but before you check it out, gotta let you guys at least know, again, the free-to-play unit that we'll be getting is none other than a free-to-play Jiren, and the Zenkai that we're gonna be getting is none other than the green LF transforming Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku. So those are the characters. Now, check out my reaction, and then we'll break down what all these characters can do. Alright, man. Go ahead, show us. Go ahead, show us, bro. This is Dragon Ball Legends. 7 years, man. 7 years is crazy, man. Oh, Vegeta Blue. Oh, they got it worldwide. That's that goat. Alright, 6th anniversary. Also, I wonder how the icon is gonna look like too. Unless they're just gonna keep it with the Dragon Balls. Alright, 7th anniversary. Alright, man. Let's see. Dragon Ball Legends. 7th anniversary. Is that... Wait, a new Kale and Caulifla? Wave? Okay. Wait, Synchro Gauge? Please tell me Synchro Gauge. Like, that'd be really, really cool if they were. Go on. No, that's right. Like, if there's Synchro Gauge, I'm gonna be so excited. The models actually look really good. Super Saiyan Cabba, okay. Like, I wish like Cabba had, because I don't think he has a Super Saiyan 2 in the game yet. It's been a while since Cabba's had a new unit. A long while. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he is Super Saiyan 2! Okay, finally! Like, finally he's Super Saiyan 2! Just took him 7 years. Hey, that's Cabba, bro. He deserves it, man. Man. I hope he's a fantastic unit. Alright, so he's Universe 6. Yep. Yeah, man. There they go. There they go. Alright. And show us what Vegeta can do, man. Like, now that we can see, like, the full thing. Like, I really hope he's, good, too. Like, I'm liking the animation so far. Alright, UI Saiyan Goku. Wave? Okay. Okay, of course he has the auto dodge. Why wouldn't he? Oh! Hey, hold on. Like, the animations are looking kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mm-hmm. They transform. It's time. Like, all right, let's see the heat. All right, throw. Okay. Okay, so they're redoing Final Explosion, which makes complete sense. We're gone. Like, Topo, you gotta get out of here, bro. That's crazy. I'm sick of you. And there's that. Wave. Oh, he has the actual, like, full-on counter. Those animations are nice for UI Goku. Wait, so he has an auto... Wait, is that his special skill that he's doing? It's time. Hey, hold on, wait. Goku's looking clean. Hey, hold on.
I'll never quit Jordyn. I refuse to let all my friends down and betray their trust.
Okay. They looking strong. Like, I really want to get Goku. You know, looks great. Here goes Cabba, bro. Like, they finally gave him Super Saiyan 2 in the game. It took him forever to give him something. Alright, Super Saiyan 2. That's him. No, that's right. I mean, Cabba's looking clean. Like, Cabba's looking clean. And also, yeah, the models look... The models look different. Like, in a good way.
I won't lose.
It's like they finally have a tag unit, bro. Just... I'm just glad, like, Universe 6 is starting to get more love again. Gone.
I'll go in with the two of us fighting together.
Yeah, like, I know I'm not tripping. Like, those models look really good. Like, those models for the characters look really, really good. Gone, all the damage.
Hey, Caulifla, I think I finally got the hang of my power. You're amazing.
Yeah, like,
Now we'll be
I'm glad they finally have a tag unit. This is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, bruh. Like, finally transforming to Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. I really like the animation with them, like, curving the blast. Like, that's clean, bro. I think that's so cool. Alright, let's see what you can do, man. Alright, so that's definitely special skill. Follow up with strike. Like I said, like, I really hope that this Vegeta is good. I don't want it to be like how it was in the 4th anniversary where, like, the transforming Vegeta wasn't really that good. Yep. Final explosion. Get him out, bro. It's time. Like, I can't wait to use these guys. Like, it's time.
I'm sick of you.
And there it is. This is Ultra Instinct sign, bro. Like, this is him. Like, he really do this. Look at that, bro. He does this. Like, I'm so excited, bro. And I just realized, too, if he's a blue unit, that means that we have Ultra Instinct of every element factor. And that will be terrifying. Holy.
The real fight
Like,
starts now.
Yep. Okay. Wave. That's such a nice animation. Yeah, that's definitely a special skill. Special move? I'm sorry, I like that, bro. That's clean. Like, he's getting comboed, bruh. Like, that's clean. Gone, bruh.
I'll never quit Jordyn. I refuse to let all my friends down and betray their trust.
Tell him again. Now, personally speaking, I'm actually pretty freaking excited for these characters, but I do stand by saying that I wish the headliners weren't leaked. Like, yeah, we were anticipating it, but it feels like it dampened the hype a little bit, not only just for myself, but for others as well. But I'm still excited, I'm still ready to summon. Anyway, let's break down Cabba. So, it says, Sparking Super Saiyan Cabba. He's a red unit, so that's nice. He's a ranged type. Tags are Saiyan, Super Saiyan pre-transformation, Super Saiyan 2 post-transformation, Universe 6, Rival Universe, and Universe Rep. And Z ability 3 buffs Tag Universe Rep, Tag Super Saiyan, or Tag Saiyan. So he has versatility there. I mean, if you're using Super Saiyan in 2025, more power to you, but at the very least, right? He's able to boost Universe Rep and Saiyan. So he has a bit more diversity in teams instead of just being stuck primarily with Universe 6 or things of the sort. So, and also, it's the first time we're getting Super Saiyan 2 Cabba. I don't know why they took so long. I don't know why. Anyway, on to the next page. It says, stronger when the enemy is above 50% HP. Unique ability. On battlefield entry, if enemy health is 50% or more, draw blast arts next. Damage plus 30%, 10 counts. Draw speed plus 1, 10 counts. Nullify special cover changes, 5 counts. So, in a sense, you kind of want Cabba to lead off the battle. That's what makes the most sense to me, because obviously if you deal more damage while your opponent has more health, you're gonna want him in the early game because all of your units' health is gonna be maxed out. So you really want to take advantage of this unit by having him in during the beginning of battle, or as often as possible. Now, towards the back end, things might change, as the battle drags on and whatnot, but beginning of battle, you primarily want to get him in. Again, he gets a Blast Arts card, which is cool. He gets a damage buff. Card draw speed is always a good thing, and he nullifies cover change. It's for 5 timer counts, so it's not really a long time, but it's still something. Now, on to the next page. Team up with allies to improve your offense. Unique ability. On arts use, key plus 5. Other allied damage plus 5%, uncancelable 6 times. Activations shared before and after transforming. While not defeated, an ally uses arts 6 times. Activations shared before and after transforming. Damage plus 5%, uncancelable. Special move damage plus 5%, uncancelable. So, pretty much while he's in, you get to, just do your thing, I guess. And for lack of better words, when he's in and you use an arts card, you buff your team, right? And it's uncancelable buffs. So you buff your team's damage by 5%. Up to 6 times. So it's a total of 30% damage boost that you're able to give to your teammates. And then when you're on standby with this unit and your teammates use arts cards, then Cabba gets those same boosts. So minus the key portion. So it's kind of I don't know what the best way to describe this unit. You want him in at the beginning of battle, and you want to use as many arts cards as you can, because if you can get 6 arts cards off and then you take him out, your team will enter the battle with plus 30% to their damage, which is good. And then as they attack, if you can get literally 6 arts cards off with literally any of the other units on your team, then Cabba will get the 30% buff as well. So it's beneficial. It's like that. I don't know the best way to describe it, but it is beneficial. Just have him in, attack, take him out, let your team attack, and then when he comes back in, he gets that buff. I would say that you would really want to do that quick. And I guess in a sense, a strategy that you could use is instead of leading off with him, you can lead off with another unit, but if you get 6 arts cards in, then you throw him in, and then he'll have those damage buffs applied as well. Now, onto the next page. Transform to boost your offense. Special arts. On hit, draw up to 2 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. Nullify special cover changes, 5 counts. Main ability. Destroy 2 cards, then draw 1 of each special move arts. Wow, okay. Penetrate endurance, 10 counts, so he nullifies endurance. Nullify attribute downgrades, 10 counts. Unique ability. Before and after transforming. When on battlefield, an enemy switches. Plus key plus 30. Nullify element disadvantages, 3 counts. Okay, so with your special arts, if you land it, you get 2 cards if you have 3 or fewer, so that's nice. That should allow you to hopefully be able to continue your combo, especially if there's gonna be, because I don't know if this is gonna be all the abilities that is for Cabba, but if you do get key alongside that, that's great. So that way you'll be able to continue your combo. And you nullify cover change, so that's, always a good thing. Your main ability allows you to nullify endurance. The thing that you gotta look out for is, even though it says penetrate endurance 10 counts, it doesn't say that it's uncancelable. Remember that that's a buff effect. So if you do something, right, to whatever unit's out there, right, and for example, you use Rising Rush, or you pop a special move, or whatever the case may be, and your opponent has the ability to nullify buff effects on certain types of activations, they can completely wipe out your endurance nullification effect. So you want to be careful with that. You just more than likely want to just combo with him and see if you can knock somebody out that has endurance, but still him being able to nullify it, or I guess now penetrate endurance, is always going to be a good ability. And of course, you also get like a special skill and a special move card, so that's good as well. Okay, and then unique ability, yeah, before and after transforming, you get ki and you become element neutral. And that's when your enemy switches. It shows 3 counts, and it doesn't show that there's any limit to it. So that's probably gonna be how it is every single time. And since he's a red unit, he might get some sort of survivability against the likes of blue units. So that would be cool to see. Now, on to the next page. Support allies by preventing paralyze and more. Thank the Lord. Unique abilities before and after transforming on battlefield entry. Nullify ally abnormal conditions up to 2 times, 3 times. Okay, wait, what? That's confusing to me, but okay. Enemy ki minus 30. Enemy strike, blast, special move, ultimate, awaken arts power, minus 15%, 15 counts. All enemy health restoration, minus 20%, 15 counts. So it is super obvious that this is supposed to be used against the likes of Ku and Du. It is very obvious that that's what this is supposed to be, especially because Cabba has element factor advantage against Ku. But this is good. Like, just by default with how dominant Daima is, especially because of Ku and Du, having the ability to nullify like ally abnormal conditions. I wish it was just like abnormal conditions for the entire team, but just being able to nullify that up to 2 times is fantastic. So that means that, for example, if you manage to activate Du's endurance, right? Your entire team would normally get paralyzed. From what it sounds like, Cabba will be paralyzed, but if you swap to your team, they won't be paralyzed, which is great because holy, we already know how tiresome dealing with Daima is. So yeah, that gives Cabba good viability. And again, with his main ability, he's able to nullify endurance. So even though if you do still nullify Du's endurance, his ability to paralyze the team is still going to activate, but still with Cabba's abilities, he'll be affected by it, but the team won't be. So that's something. I'll take it, because literally anything to stop the Daima tag is a good thing. Now, moving off of Cabba, we have sparking Super Saiyan 2, Caulifla, and Kale. The first time of them ever being a tag unit, which is actually pretty cool. So, again, we have sparking Super Saiyan 2, Caulifla, and Kale. They are specifically a yellow unit for Caulifla and a green unit for Kale. Also, they're a melee type, so there's that. Tags are Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Universe 6, Rival Universe, Girls, and Universe Rep. And Z ability 3 buffs Tag Universe Rep, Tag Girls, or Tag Saiyan. Again, I think it's really good that they're not really just locking them to Universe 6 because it gives them much more versatility, especially just being Universe Rep in general, because that tag literally needed a buff in every regard, and Saiyan, which always gets a buff. So them not being locked to just Universe 6, really, really good thing. Now, on to the next page. It says support synergy with Tag Universe Rep. Starter ability, Ally Tag Universe Rep or Tag Girls damage plus 15%. Ally Tag Universe Rep or Tag Girls sub count on switch -1. All uncancelable. So again, starter ability, pretty straightforward. You pair them up with Universe Rep or Girls, more than likely you're gonna be using them on Universe Rep. You'll get a damage buff and sub counts are knocked down by 1. So there's that. Although I really wish that they had that for Saiyan instead of the Girls tag, because the Girls tag got boosted a little bit, because we had what, the new MUI unit, and I think there was like a Videl unit or something like that. But the Girls tag really doesn't get boosted like that, so it would have been better if it was Saiyan, but it is what it is. Now on to the next page. Amazing ability to interrupt combos. Unique ability. When hit by enemy arts, if health is 50% or lower 1 time. Destroy 1 card, then draw special arts next. Switch gauge plus 60%. Ally sub counts -6. Destroy 3 enemy cards, Caulifla. Destroy 2 enemy cards, Kale. Enemy key -50, Caulifla. Enemy key -80, Kale. Enemy Dragon Balls -1. All enemy sub counts +2. Seal all enemy main abilities 5 counts. Okay, so a bit to go over. So again, if your health is 50% or lower, you get to destroy a card and get a special skill, which is nice. Your switch gauge gets heavily boosted, which is always gonna be a good thing. your ally sub counts gets knocked down by 6. So if you have a defensive unit in the back, you might be able to take advantage of that scenario, of being able to just get somebody in there, right? So that way, if it comes down to like a devastating attack, they won't have to really take that if they don't have to, right? And then of course, you destroy 3 of your enemy's cards if you have Caulifla in, or 2 of your enemy's cards if Kale is in, which is still good because you're destroying cards. So that'll hopefully hinder their combo potential alongside knocking down their ki by 50 or 80, depending on if you have Caulifla or Kale in. Really good. You knock down a Dragon Ball, so if they have Rising Rush, they won't have it anymore. And then all of your enemy sub counts go up by 2. So that's also a good thing. Although now with the change to combos and sub counts and all that stuff, I wonder if your opponent, if they combo forever, but you actually add the +2 to their sub counts, and their combos lasted like a really, really long time, I wonder if those sub counts will actually go down, or if it'll be stuck at 2 until the combo ends. I'm not sure how that'll work, so we'll have to see, because again, it's brand new, we're still learning that. And then sealing their main abilities is always a good thing, so hopefully you won't get annihilated by an ultimate attack. Now, on to the next page. Caulifla and Kale will get stronger together. Unique abilities. When hit by enemy arts, Caulifla. Kale, damage plus 10%, uncancelable 6 times. Kale, blast, special move arts cost -1, uncancelable 6 times. Destroy 1 card, then draw special arts next 1 time. Switch gauge plus 30%, health restoration plus 40%, 15 counts, non-stacking. Cancel enemy attribute upgrades, buff effects 1 time. When hit by enemy arts, Kale. Caulifla damage plus 10%, uncancelable 6 times. Caulifla blast special move arts cost -1, uncancelable 6 times. All other effects, all other effects same as Caulifla. Okay, so wait, so yeah, then they have the exact same thing. Yeah, they have the exact same thing. So because it says, I mean, okay, just getting out the way, just real quick, right? So Kale and Caulifla, if you're getting hit by an enemy arts and it's up to 6 times and it's uncancelable buffs, you can raise your damage up by 60% for both of them, which is cool. And you get up to 6 times anyway, blast or special move arts -1, right? So that's nice, right? And then all the other effects are the exact same. So their abilities are the exact same. So I don't know why they just split it. They should have just had it say when hit by enemy arts in general, right? Because it's the same for both of them. So it is what it is. But still, destroying cards, great. Well, destroying a card to get a special skill is good. Raising your switch gauge is good. Health restoration, all that stuff. Especially canceling attribute upgrades and buff effects. Always going to be a good thing. But yeah, I just think they could have worded that a bit better. Like, it's simplified, but it could have been simpler. That's just my thing. On to the next page. Tag switch to bolster your defense. Switch ability, share between Caulifla and Kale. Yeah, see, so they could just talk about share between the two. Health plus 10%, damage guard plus 20%, 20 counts, non-stacking, cancel attribute downgrades, abnormal conditions. Unique ability on tag switch or battlefield entry. Draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer. Okay, so pretty straightforward. You switch, you get health, you get a damage buff, or damage guard buff specifically. So your defenses are obviously bolstered. And then you cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, always good. And then if you throw them in or if you switch, you get a card. So pretty straightforward. And then on the final page, able to tag switch quickly. Special arts. Enhance next activated special move, special arts. Enhance next activated switch ability. When special arts is enhanced, switch gauge plus 60%. Special move arts. When special move arts is enhanced, switch gauge plus 60%. Special move damage plus 40%, 3 counts, uncancelable. Switch ability. When switch ability is enhanced, switch gauge plus 60%. Nullified damage received element disadvantage, 20 counts. Okay, so pretty much it's all about 60% of their switch gauge getting filled, just pretty much by breathing. So special skill, special move, if you enhance it, then you'll get 60% to your switch gauge. So you'll be able to swap to the other character quickly, which is good. With their special move, you get an extra damage buff with it, which is great. And your switch ability, when it's enhanced, your gauge is up by 60% again, and you nullify damage received if your element disadvantage. So I'm assuming that, I believe, well, it's green and yellow, so respectively, it would be purple and red units will be able to have some survivability against them, which is pretty cool. Okay, now moving on to the first LF unit, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So it says Legends Limited Sparking Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta. He's a purple unit. Not surprised somehow. It's just, every Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta unit is just always a purple unit. Anyway, he's a range type. Tags are Vegeta Clan, Saiyan, God Key, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue, and Universe Rep. Z ability 3, buffs tag Universe Rep, tag Vegeta Clan, or tag God Key. No Saiyan buffs. Like, I get it though, I get it. You know, Vegeta Clan can definitely use the buffs. But I'm surprised it's not buffing Saiyan. That's crazy. Okay, but again, him being Universe Rep is a good thing. And hopefully you guys are starting to notice something too, right? Because remember, Cabba is a red unit. Caulifla and Kale are red and green respectively. And Vegeta is a purple unit. So far, every element factor apart from one has been covered, which is important because Universe Rep literally needed every element factor covered. So there's that. On to the next page. Evolve your unique gauge up to level 3. It's apparently this is a new type of gauge. Anyway, level 1. Charges slightly each time a strike blast arts is used. On arts use with full unique gauge is consumed. Special move arts cost -10, uncancelable up to 30. Damage plus 20%, uncancelable up to 60%. Plus, the unique gauge reaches level 2. Level 2. Charges when using strike blast arts and gradually according to key charge time. On arts use with full unique gauge, activates the same effects as level 1, okay? So, you know, the slight change with that is, not only is it with you just fighting, but if you charge your key, you'll build up the gauge. Then, plus the unique gauge reaches level 3. Level 3, charges when using strike blast arts according to key charge time, and while on the battlefield. On arts use with full unique gauge, activates the same effects as level 1. Okay, so, pretty much level 1 is just the baseline, right? And then you get those initial buffs, right? You know, extra damage, lowering your special move arts cost and all that good stuff, which is great. Then when you hit level 2, if you use an arts card or if you charge your key, you will charge your gauge, right? And then once you hit level 3, all you have to do is attack, charge key, or exist on the battlefield, and your gauge will fill. And then if it, you know, reaches its max gauge, and then you activate the gauge again, you get all the buffs that you would get from level 1. So there's that. We'll have to see like how effective that'll be in battle, but it seems pretty unique. No pun intended. On to the next page. Keep up your combos by drawing cards. Unique ability. On battlefield entry, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer. Nullify special cover changes 5 counts. Protect hand 5 counts. After arts use, if key is 40 or lower, 1 time. Activations shared before and after transforming, okay. Activations reset on switch. Draw up to 2 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. Key plus 30. Main ability before transformation. Transform into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved. Draw up to 4 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. Okay, so again, unique ability. You hop in, you get a card, you nullify cover change, and your hand can't be knocked down, so that's good. After arts use, if key is 40 or lower, okay, sure. You get 2 cards if you have 3 or fewer, and you get more keys, so you get to continue your combo. And then when you transform into Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, you get 4 cards if you have 3 or fewer. So quite literally, if you have 1 arts card missing, or if you combo forever, then you can just transform and you get an entirely new hand, which is crazy. Now, we have Legends Limited Sparking Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta. That is a whole name. Hand protecting special arts for easy combos. Special arts. On hit, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer. Draw speed plus 1, 5 counts. Unique gauge, charge rate plus 30%, 10 counts, non-stacking. Nullify special cover changes, 5 counts. Protect hand, 5 counts. Enemy health restoration, minus 50%, 10 counts. So, again, you're transforming to Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. You get that card draw speed buff, which is going to be good. You get a card if your hand has 3 or fewer cards. Your unique gauge charges up by 30%, which is great. Nullifying cover change. You protect your hand, which is always going to be a good thing. And you cripple your enemy's health restoration. Again, this is when you use your special skill with Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. So, so far, not too bad. On the next page, remove those pesky card slot seals. Main ability, destroy 2 cards, then draw 1 each of special move arts. Health plus 30%, key plus 50, nullify element disadvantages, 15 counts. All enemy damage received plus 20%, 15 counts. Unique ability, after transformation or on battlefield entry, remove card slot seal. Y'all have no idea how important this is, because the likes of, I don't know, LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who's just been running rampant, where if you attack him, he seals a slot, and the more you attack him, he continuously seals that slot over and over and over again. And with this Vegeta, if you transform or you hop into battle, guess what? That card slot is no longer sealed, which is fantastic. Not only that, you become element neutral and you protect your hand. So the likes of Majin Ku, who would normally just come in and knock all of your cards down, can't do that against you. And you become element neutral against him, which means you can do neutral damage against the likes of Majin Ku with this Vegeta. Again, abilities that they're very clearly trying to set up to fight against the Dime attack, which is good. And then finally for Vegeta, a strong and reliable defense. Unique ability before and after transforming. When hit by enemy arts one time, activations reset on switch, health plus 10%, destroy 2 enemy cards. Very straightforward, to the point. So again, it doesn't matter if you're transformed or not. When you get hit by them, you get health and you destroy 2 of the cards. So that will hopefully slow down their combo potential. And now, finally, because this is a lot to break down, and I'll explain why this is also important for 2 reasons in a bit. But we have the absolute main headliner of the anniversary, very obviously so, Legends Limited sparking Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. So he is, of course, a blue unit. Now, why is that so important? It's important for 2 reasons. One, that means that Universe Rep has new units for every single element factor. All of them. And not only that, but this is the first UI, just any iteration of UI Goku, that's a blue unit, which means we now have a version of UI Goku with every single element factor. The very first LF unit for him was a purple unit. The second one was a transforming unit and is a green unit. The next unit was an ultra, no, not the ultra, sorry. The next one was the 4th anniversary headliner, the red unit. Then we had the ultra unit, the yellow unit, and now we have this one, which is a blue unit. We have a UI Goku with every element factor. That's gonna be terrifying. Very terrifying. Okay, had to get that out of the way. So, again, he is a blue unit, melee type, of course. Tags are Sun Family, Saiyan, God Key, and Universe Rep. Z Ability 3, buffs tag Universe Rep, tag Sun Family, or tag God Key. Makes complete sense, 100%. Moving on to the next page, it says, automatically evade enemy attacks. Unique gauge, evasion type A, with at least 30% unique gauge when hit by evadable attack. Activation, evade action. So again, just the auto dodge, that's literally it, like all the other UI Goku units have. Evadable attacks, tap actions, strike arts, blast arts. So again, like I said, just like all the other UI Goku units that exist, he has the same type of gauge, minus the exception of, the 4th anniversary unit, to an extent, which we'll get into. Recovers, gradually when on standby, consumed, decreases by 30% when evade action activates, gradually when on the battlefield. So again, you can't just keep it fully, you can't keep the gauge full or whatever case may be, you just gotta use it, right? That's pretty much what it's saying. Now, on to the next page. Keep attacking to sharpen Ultra Instinct. Unique ability, based on strike, blast arts uses. Second strike blast arts cost -5, uncancelable. 4th, damage plus 20%, uncancelable. 6th, damage plus 20%, uncancelable. So again, you just want to combo with the unit. Blast or strike, doesn't matter which. Once you get up to 2 cards used, you get the strike and blast cards. You get the strike and blast arts costs knocked down by 5, which is great, right? And then you use 2 more cards, you raise your damage, and 2 more cards after that, you raise your damage again. So the more you combo, the stronger he becomes. And I believe that was, yeah, so we're moving on to the next page. But now we have Legends Limited, Ultra Instinct Goku. So this is with him transforming. Behold, Ultra Instinct, evade and counter. Unique gauge, evasion type B, with at least 30% unique gauge when hit by evadable attack. Activate, evade, action. Evadable attacks, tap action, strike arts, blast arts. So now, you can't just fly up to Goku with like a quick attack or tackle or anything of the sort, or even taps, right? Not gonna work. Or it says tap action. So you can't pretty much, if he's ending his gauges there, if you don't have a special skill or a special move or an ult, you're not gonna be able to hit him. That's pretty much what they're saying, right? Because if you tap blast, tackle, quick attack, do strike arts or blast arts against this unit, his gauge will activate. And his gauge is a full-on counter. So again, much like the red unit, you want to be very, very careful against this unit. Also, if strike or blast arts deal, it says specifically right here. Yeah, if strike or blast arts deal damage to enemy impact. Okay, so the tap actions are going to be regularly available, kind of like UI Saiyan Goku, but the strike and blast will be full-fledged countered. So you want to be careful with that, because it's more than likely going to deal a lot of damage. And then recovers gradually when on standby, consume decreases by 30% when evade action activates, gradually when on battlefield. So makes sense. Okay, on to the next page. Even special arts can counter. Special arts counter certain attacks while in stance. On activation, health plus 10%, ki plus 50. I don't know the order in which to read it. I'm just gonna go to the right. Counterable attacks, tap actions, strike arts, and blast arts. Okay. On counter activation, draw special move arts next, one time. Damage plus 20%, 10 counts. Prevent all enemies switching 3 counts. Oh, okay. Comboable into special move arts. So, wow, okay. So, if you use the special skill, you get a special move, and you lock your enemy in, like they cannot swap. You get a damage buff, and it says that all counterable actions are tap actions, strike arts, and blast arts. So that means that if they use tap blast, tackle, quick attack, strike, and blast, and you have a special skill and you pop it, they are wide open to be countered. And you will get a special move, and they are guaranteed to get hit, with the exception of some units that have certain unique gauges. Like, for example, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Ultra Majin Vegeta, Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Like, units like that can counter, you gotta be careful, right? But apart from that, everybody else is pretty much wide open. So, you want to be very, very careful with that. Now, we have the next page. Bountiful ways to charge the unique gauge. Special move arts. On activation, unique gauge plus 50%. Main ability, draw special move arts next. Unique gauge plus 100%. Oh, wow. Vanishing gauge plus 100%. Also, if there is a defeated battle member, nullify element disadvantages, 15 counts. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. Special move arts, you raise your unique gauge, always good. So that means you'll be able to counter for a bit longer. Your main ability, you get your vanish back, and you fully fill up your gauge. So that gives you the possibility of getting out of dire situations. Prime example would be if you're set up for like a Rising Rush, or if there's an enemy that you're up against that if they pop their main, they strip your vanish away, or whatever the case may be, you'll be able to pop yours and get out of the way. And then if there is a defeated battle member, you become element neutral for 15 counts, which means green units are probably in danger. So there's that. And then finally, strong against enemy disruptions. Unique ability before and after transforming. On transformation or battlefield entry, nullify special cover changes, 5 counts. Nullify abnormal conditions, 5 counts. Remove card slot seal, destroy one enemy card. They are setting them up to fight against Daima. It's so obvious. They are setting him up to fight against Daima. It is so obvious. And I'm so happy because the Daima attack has been running like super rampant since they got Ku and Do and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. They've been going crazy. So yeah, just knowing that he's able to withstand a lot of their nonsense is really good. So I will gladly take it. But that's it for the brand new characters that are summonable. But we do have the free-to-play unit, which is a free-to-play Jiren. So it's Sparking Jiren. He's a purple unit. This type makes no sense to me because it doesn't fit Jiren's nature at all, but he's a support type. I just don't even know how. Tags are Universe 11, Powerful Opponent, Rival Universe Rep, and Event Exclusive. Buffs damage for Tag Universe Rep and Tag Rival Universe, and more. Plus, Jiren has powerful offensive abilities focused on strike attacks, such as increasing strike damage when using strike cards, or the main ability, which draws a strike card. So that's literally all the details we have about Jiren, nothing else to it. And then the last thing about units is the Zenkai unit, and that unit is none other than Zenkai LF transforming UI Saiyan Goku. Oh boy. Yeah, I was a little bit scared when I saw this because this is a revival unit. So that means that Rising Rush, he'll be able to tank it. But anyway, we do have his Zenkai. his Zenkai will be buffing Green and Universe Rep. So that means the likes of Kale and Caulifla will be able to take advantage of this buff. Not only that, but we did also get another buff in recent time, a Zenkai buff, with the Blue 18 unit, because I believe she boosts Blue and, was it Universe Rep as well? So that means the likes of, you know, transforming UI Goku gets a Zenkai booster, like right off the bat. So that's actually pretty cool. And then one final thing that I do want to note, or, well, not one final thing, two really, is the 5th anniversary headliner, Goku and Frieza, the Elf unit, they will be getting unique equipment. So will they see an actual resurgence? Who knows, but that unique gauge is going to be something to be feared because, again, as long as they have it, you can't really use Rise and Rush because they'll just be able to counter it. And then finally, when it comes down to the brand new banners, it's been forever. This is the second time that they're doing this. These banners are giving out 3 times the Z power. 3 times. They have not done this in a long while, which means that you don't have to summon on the banners as often if you're lucky enough to pull the units. 3 times the Z power is a lot. So that makes it enticing. I'm ready, bro. I'm absolutely ready. But again, there's a ton more information that they talked about during the Legends information, but there's too much to go over, and this video is long enough as is. So again, if you want to find out the rest of the information, then go ahead and check out the Legends Information Special Edition that just finished airing a little while ago. But I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. Well, with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.